Hey guys, it's me, Bill Bean, the science teen, and today we're going to be talking about something called polar graphs. You see, there are lots of different kinds of crazy polar graphs. And they all come from polar equations. Now, each polar equation contains some very distinctive features. First, the letter R. That stands for radius. Next, each polar equation will contain either a sine or a cosine. And last and most importantly, a theta. Every polar equation has to have a theta. Polar graphs are what happens when the radius of a figure is a function of the theta value. And the theta value is the angle that a line through the origin will make with the polar axis, which is, you guessed it, the x-axis, specifically the positive side. See you next time on Bill Bean, the Science Teen.
Change it, dear.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, hello, dear. I was just heating up some lovely polar graphs for dinner.
I love polar graphs.
I thought we could have some cardioids because they're good for your heart. And a side of rose curves, because I want to make sure you're getting your vegetables.
Oh, oh goody! I love curves. Especially rose curves. I hope you're making a graph with 3 as the coefficient of sine or cosine.
Breaking news. A scientist working in the field of mathology has made a groundbreaking discovery in polar equations.
Let's go over to Bill Fetter, the weather.
Hello, I'm Bill Feather with the weather, but today I have a more important topic to discuss. A recent discovery was made in the field of mathology that will easily half the amount of time it takes to graph a polar equation. You see, when a polar equation has a sine in it, that means that it is automatically symmetrical across the line theta equals pi over 2, or the y-axis. But when it has a cosine in the equation, it is automatically symmetrical over the polar axis, or the x-axis.
Wow, fascinating stuff there, Bill.
Now, if only you could apply the same effort to actually doing your job.
Oh, I love this show.
It's in Spanish.
So
Why the heck
what?
do you like this show?
It has a good plot.
Rosa, I love you, and I want to be with you forever. Will you marry me?
I love you too, Lemmy, but sadly, I cannot be with you.
But why not? Don't you love me?
No, I do love you, but it's just that my twin sisters have come to town and they want to take me away.
I will not let them take you, Rosa.
No, it is my duty as part of the Rosecrest plan to go with them. But please, remember my name.
I will always love you, Rosa Pencil. Rosa! Rosa!
Okay, interesting.
After careful investigation, I have concluded that the culprit could only be R equals 2 cosine 4 theta.
How dare you make such an outlandish accusation?
You didn't realize it at the time, but you left this graph at the scene of the crime.
Oh, please, you have no proof that was mine.
Actually, there are several distinct features that led me to believe you were the only one that could have committed this crime. First, this rose curve graph has exactly 8 petals, which we all know means it can only have come from an equation of either r equals a sine 4 theta or r equals a cosine 4 theta, because in rose curves, an even coefficient before the theta is always half the number of petals on the graph. Then, I deciphered that the a value had to be 2. Each petal was a meticulous 2 units long, leading me to only 2 suspects, r equals 2 sine 4 theta and r equals 2 cosine 4 theta. Quick check with Desmos' online graphing calculator revealed that r equals 2 sine 4 theta had an alibi, and that the graph in question matched your equation perfectly!
I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for your knowledge of polar graphs and your skillful use of Desmos' online graphing calculator.
Oh no, Weather Wizard is attacking! He's made a tornado! Caitlin, how should I stop him?
Flash, you have to run around the tornado in a circle shape, like the graph of r equals a cosine theta.
Got it.
Prepare to be blown away, Flash!
Oh no, Weather Wizard's made 2 tornadoes. I can't run in a circle around both of them at the same time. Caitlin, what should I do?
You have to run in the shape of a lemniscate.
What's that?
It's the graph of r squared equals a squared cosine 2 theta. It looks like an infinity symbol, or a figure 8.
You better hurry, Flash. The tornadoes are about to hit the hospital.
You villainous crook. I'll stop your tornadoes and then I'm coming for you.
Good job, Flash. Spell teach Weather Wizard to mess with someone who knows about polar graphs.
Oh no, Caitlin. Weather Wizard got away again.
Welcome to Bumpertainment Nightly. Now, for our guest, I'd like to tell you we have a very special guest today. But before I get to that, I would like to thank our audience for being here.
Yeah!
And let us introduce our wonderful, award-winning live studio band. And now let me welcome our guest, Robert Byron Gergens.
Yeah, Gertie!
Thank you. It's so great to be here today. I haven't done an interview like this since the days of Moses. I remember him coming down the hill with the 2 stone tablets. Oh, what a day that was.
Yeah, I remember reading that interview. It was very interesting. Now, before, I'm sure we could talk about Bible, people you know all day, I'm sure. I remember you teaching Jesus in the 3rd grade.
Caesar.
Oh yeah, Caesar, I can't forget about him.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we could discuss historical figures all day, but we have a more important matter to discuss. Polar graphs.
Polar graphing. What a topic.
It truly is. Now, my main question that I have here is, we don't really know how to start making a polar graph. What would you recommend to start?
Well, you've got to have a pole.
Do you?
You've got to head north is a good place to go, but if you go north to the pole, you'll need a jacket.
Oh, okay. We're talking about graphing, Gergens.
Oh, not like the North Pole?
No, that's for a different interview.
Oh, my bad.
Now, what is the first step for polar graphing?
Well, first, to make a polar graph, you must make a chart.
But Gergens, your style of teaching strictly says no charts.
Yes, I'm aware of that, Mr. Objection, but there are exceptions.
Oh, my apologies. Continue.
Well, first with the chart, you'll make some points, and then you'll connect the points together and a nice smooth rose curves. Voila!
Wow, it's really interesting, Mr. Gurns. Thank you. Now, Nick, cue us out.
I love Hill House.
You are about to enter the courtroom of Judge Judith Scheinlin. The people are real. The cases are real. The rulings are final. This is her courtroom. This is Judge Judy.
Okay, so you are accusing your teacher of wrongfully failing you on a test?
Yes.
How so?
Well, the question had an equation that was a lemniscate.
A lemniscate?
Yes, it was definitely a lemniscate, so I graphed one, but he says that my work is wrong, and it's actually a limacon.
I object. He is wrong. If you look at the equation, it is clear it is supposed to be a limacon.
Let me look at this test here.
As you can see, it is a limacon. Seeing as I am the teacher, I am always right.
Well, you're not a very good teacher.
Well, you should read the book.
It's your job to teach.
Order! Shut up, you're both idiots. This graph, it's a rose curve. It's got a coefficient of theta. Now both of you, get out!
Why, hello, young lady. Is your mother home?
Mom! You just can't wait for me to die, can you? What are they selling?
They're selling equations.
What?
Equations.
Equations?
Yeah.
Oh, equations. I remember when they first invented equations. Sweet, solvable equations. I always hated them.
Well, these equations aren't for solving, they're for...
You put them under graph and it makes you live forever.
Live forever, you say?
No.
I'll take two.
No.
Get graphing, lazy Mary.